So Kel, a while back you were talking about experiencing imposter syndrome, and that got me thinking about how, especially lately, I have also felt like an imposter. I'm in my last semester of my program, and I'm taking a class called Managing Your Career. It's not a hard class, but it does focus on the steps that you need to take to land a job in the creative field. Each week, we tackle a different stage of the job hunting process, from networking to writing cover letters and resumes to branding yourself. Recently, our assignment was to create an elevator pitch, because there's a very real possibility that you'll find yourself in a situation where you can pitch yourself to prospective clients and employers. You know how they say, you are your own worst critic? Well, that's exactly how I felt while struggling to write this elevator pitch. How do you describe your qualifications in a way that's truthful, makes you look good, and doesn't oversell yourself? I know I've done a lot, but I'm afraid it's not enough, or it's not the right kind of stuff. Hardly anyone at school knows that I do YouTube, and there's a reason for that. You mention YouTube, and their first thought is cat videos, prank videos, or grainy webcam videos that you made with your friends in high school. I've been making videos here for years, and in that time I've made great strides in my video making skills and my contributions to this community. But how do you begin to describe that to someone who doesn't understand the language and culture of YouTube? So for the longest time, I was afraid to talk about my YouTube experience in my elevator pitch. But I realized that by not talking about YouTube, I have virtually nothing else to show. YouTube has led to some incredible experiences, and to not highlight those accomplishments is to hide this part of my life that has become so ingrained in how I approach video making. Even if YouTube is a paid work experience, it's still experience. I just had to talk about it in a way that potential employers could understand. So the day finally came when I had to present my elevator pitch in class, and this is what I said. Hello, my name is Maia. In May, I will have an Associate of Applied Science degree in Video and Motion Graphics from I have over 3 years of experience as a web-based videographer, editor, and visual storyteller. My work as a writer and producer has been screened at film festivals and viewed thousands of times online. My specialty lies in collaborating with web video pioneers to produce content that is geared toward online audiences. I'm looking for opportunities to work with fellow creatives to transform ideas into visual stories that educate, entertain, and inspire. It was truthful, it highlighted my experiences, and my instructor liked it enough to give me an A. After that, I had more confidence in writing my resume. And although I still feel like an imposter, I'm able to put those feelings aside and talk about my work enthusiastically, which is really what employers care about. An employer is more likely to hire an enthusiastic candidate with less experience than a more qualified candidate with less charisma. So Kel, I totally understand what it's like to feel like an imposter. But I also know that you are a creative, passionate, brilliant, and kind person who is more than capable of getting what she wants. And this goes for you watching at home. Regardless of what the voices in your head might say, you have what it takes. Go get that happy. Anyway, those are my thoughts on imposter syndrome. Is this something that you've ever experienced? How have you dealt with it? I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this. So if you'd like, you can continue the conversation down below. Just a heads up that I have 6 weeks left in my program, not that anyone's counting, and I will try my best to stick to the bi-weekly schedule because you guys have been making awesome videos and I want to keep responding to them. However, if you're following me on Twitter, you may have noticed that my attention has turned toward getting a job after graduation. That plus final projects will probably take priority over vlogging, so if I disappear for a few weeks, you'll understand why. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back on here in a couple weeks, otherwise I'll be hanging out in comments if you want to chat.